one of the founders of the DOE Fund here in New York. So Harriet, can you please tell everyone out there about this, about the DOE Fund and what it is that you do for the homeless people in New York City and for those who were incarcerated and coming home?
Yes.
What it is that you do for the community?
What we started out believing in the value of human beings, and it was irrelevant, of course, what their condition was at the time that you met them. And when we started by feeding people in Grand Central for 700 nights in a row, at the height of the homeless crisis, people would tell us that they appreciated the sandwich, but what they wanted was a job and a room. And we believed them when no one else did. They thought we were absolutely crazy. And we set about creating a residential work program where we would pay people for their work. Because the work they did, and as you know, our men wear blue uniforms and they clean 170 miles of New York streets every day, 365 days a year. But we pay above the minimum wage, and we do, of course, case management and occupational training and a large group of services. And at the end, we get people private sector jobs. They pay their own rent. They pay child support through the whole program. And they reunite with their families and their children.
Well, that's amazing.
And, you know, that's what's inside human beings. No matter what color, what race, what religion, we're all people and we're in our hearts the same. But certain people have had no opportunity in America. And the mass incarceration of black men, the limited economic opportunity, it's a sin. And the people themselves, when you know them, have enormous potential. And that's what America seems to miss. They are missing talent. They're missing brains. And it's a gift to us that we have been able to do this.
Right, and it's a phenomenal event. It's a phenomenal what you're doing for the community and for people out there. And thank you for speaking with us. And can you please just tell everyone how they can donate if they were interested in donating or even volunteering?
Yes, you should go to our website, and it's real simple. It's www.doe.org, O-R-G, and we're the DOE Fund.
Well, now is the time to invite up, and again, I have only had the pleasure this evening of spending time with her, and I know many of you all have known her over the years and years. You see her featured in the video, but she has just been a delight from the moment she said hello this evening. So please welcome him now, the DOE Fund's Executive Vice President and co-founder of Ready, Willing, and Able, Harriet McDonald.
Okay, when George and I created the Ready, Willing, and Able program around our kitchen table all those years ago, our greatest hope was that one day the men that we served would see the value that we saw in them. As I look out at this audience of our friends and our supporters and our extraordinary board, and of course to the rest of the Ready, Willing, and Able extended family that you saw here before, I'd like to say that I feel that that day is come. Your your support makes that possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Really. Now I'd like to introduce Nick, who's brilliant oratory and an incredible vision.
See, I don't want to say a lot of these things about me because that's going to be like the time that I have the limited little time that I have to tell you about her. If it wasn't for my brother's here, my family's here. My brother John, my brother Abigail, my granddaughter Ella, and my son John. So, we do have a family, but I wouldn't have a family if it wasn't for this one. Honestly, I have to tell you that my father, before he passed away, at the turn of the century, would always say to me, George, remember, without Harriet, you are nothing.
Urban Girl Magazine here with the beautiful Miko Branch, and we are here at the DOE Fund Gala in New York City. So Miko, can you tell us about the gala and what it means to you?
Oh my God, this is such an amazing fund. The opportunity that they make available for men once they get out here in civilization is just so wonderful. My sister Titi Branch and I have been proud supporters of the DOE Fund for at least a good 3 years, and I'm just so proud to be here.
Right. Thank you. And can you tell us about your book?
Sure. My sister Titi Branch and I, we wrote a book about how we built our business from scratch. We had no investors, no contacts, no nothing, just our God-given talent. We came together and we created a beautiful business, Miss Jessie's, and we specialize in all things curls, kinks, and waves. For girls like you who have natural hair, we have something for you. We told our story, our business story, through stories, and we thought that was the best way. So some of the principles will really resonate in a meaningful way. So I'm very proud of our book, and I hope you get a chance to read it, and everyone else does too.
Right, I definitely will pick up a copy. Yes, it's so inspiring to see, Black women, business owners doing, amazing things.
Yeah, there's so many of us that are talented at what we do, and I think the larger message in this book is if we can do it, you can do it too. We're two girls from Queens, and no formal training, but just a desire to win. And there's so many young ladies like us, so we hope to be an inspiration.
Definitely. Thank you.
Whose responsibility is that? Who is it? Sharon, where is Sharon? Shannon Terry, where is Shannon Terry? Yeah! Terry. Where? Right here. She's worried now, but you all see the young lady right here. I want to personally comfortably say. I want to say, Sarah, thank you. So I want to say thank you for putting me at the same table as Mr. Lawrence Wade. Because ever since pretty much Lawrence Wade gave you that powerful speech, he and I have been talking the whole time. And if you thought that was the story he told, he got some stories for you that you would not believe. I was actually over there taking copious notes while he was speaking. And in particular, the one line, and I know you all heard it because it was powerful. You're born poor, you look for money. And you're born without power, you look for power. And you're born without gold, prison looks for you. And I asked him, how did it take you to write that speech? How did you put that together? Did you get help? How did you come up with those words? And I kept asking him so many questions to the point, he said, here, TJ, just take a copy of my speech. And he gave it to me. So, it has been a pleasure, really, and this is what I was talking about earlier, just the time you get in relationships, that face-to-face time means so much, it can make such a difference in your day-to-day life as we all leave this room. So, again, thank you, Lawrence, I'll be back to keep chatting up with you here in a second. But it's been difficult to do, and we've been trying our best to put into words what the past 30 years has been for the DOE Fund. That's a little difficult to do. So for this year's
difference in those days between people sleeping and the bags of garbage. And I thought, how could this happen in the richest country, in the richest city in the world?
New York City in the late 80s and early 90s for me was a crack-infested place. I was like part of the problem because I was selling drugs.
The late 80s in New York City was a hellhole. A lot of people were in the shelters.
George and I learned about homelessness in a very different way than just seeing people on the street. We knew the homeless as individual human beings. And when you actually know people, it's a completely different experience.
But blind to who you are when you look into a mirror, to the choices you have, blind to who you can be. Children's Services took me and my two sisters away when I was 3 years old. My father was incarcerated for drugs, and my mom just couldn't handle it anymore. She screamed at us, she threatened us, and she hit me and my sisters every day.
Urban Girl Magazine, and I'm here with Nicole. She's an attendee of tonight's DOE Foundation here in New York City. So Nicole, can you tell everyone out there about the DOE Foundation?
It's such a phenomenal organization. I mean, just to be able to give people that chance to have a second chance at life and work, basically you're giving them a job, you're giving them a place to live. They're doing the rest on their own. So I think it's phenomenal. I, volunteer my time once a week to feed the homeless people. And I actually give them DOE Foundation business cards and let them know, there's a way out. There is a way out, and the DOE Foundation is the way out, So it's really just a phenomenal organization. I'm so happy to know Harriet and George and be able to meet people on the streets and give them that magic ticket. If they call this number, they'll give you a place to live, they'll give you a job, they'll train you, they'll give you education, they'll give you medical attention. I mean, what more can you ask for? Especially in this economy, it's phenomenal.
Right, definitely it's phenomenal.